This video will show you how to create a dimensioned multi-view drawing of part 1 for activity 124. Okay, so this is what you will have by the time that you're done with this. Again, this is the part that you should have already modeled. Make sure that you are in the team folder. So Indian Valley High School, you're in your IED folder for the current year, and then you are in the dimensioning folder that you created for this activity. And then you also have part 1 already created. Okay, so with this, go ahead and open up part 1, and then you're going to go to File, New Drawing, from Design. It's going to automatically select your file, so you don't have to worry about that. Under Template, though, click this. If you don't see any options here, go ahead and click Browse. Go to our Shared Resources folder, Drawing Templates, and then you want to click on the Size A IVHS drawing template. That's the one that you want to use, Size A. And then click Select, and then you're just going to click OK. All right, and this is going to create a blank drawing for you. It's automatically going to fill in some details on the bottom in the title block for you, but don't worry too much about that right now. And then right now it's asking you to place the base view, which is the front view in this case. So I'm just going to click roughly in the bottom left, about right here. And then you want to just leave all this stuff the same. Make sure the scale is 1:2. I believe it should already be that, but set it to 1:2 if it's not. And then go ahead and click OK. All right, so this is our front view, and you'll notice for the most part that matches this front view with the exception of the center line and the center mark and all the dimensions. Let's get the rest of the views on here, including the top view and the isometric. Okay, in order to do that, you use the projected view tool. So click this. Click on the view that you want to project from, which is the front view. So we're going to click this here. And then all you have to do is just drag up. This is now our top view. So we just click again to place that. And then you can drag over to the right. Notice that we're going to an angle from our front view. So that is our isometric here. And I'm going to click and place that. And then you'll notice we could put a right side view here if we wanted to, but that's not necessary for this part since it's a pretty simple part and we wouldn't have any dimensions on that anyway. Okay, so I'm going to go back up here and just click this check mark to be done placing views. All right, one thing I want to change about the isometric is I want to make it shaded. So I'm going to right click on this, go to Edit View, and then I'm just going to change the style option to this option right here that shows a shaded view for that, and then click Close. Okay, the other things that we need to add to this, you'll notice this example here has the center lines and center marks for the holes. Okay, those options are up here in this geometry section of Fusion, so click on center line first. And then what you want to do is you want to click on both of these hidden lines so that the center line will be generated between them. So I'm going to click on this one and then this one. And the center line is automatically made in between both of those. And then I'm going to go up to the top view, do the same thing, click the left line, click the right one, there's the center line. Okay, we're going to do the center mark next. So click center mark, then I'll do this one first on the top view, and all you have to do is just click, and it automatically puts it there. And then I'm going to put the center mark on that one as well on the front view. Okay, we're done adding all of those extra lines. I'm going to go ahead and press Escape to get out of that. And then the only other thing we really need to add is our dimensions. Okay, and your dimension tools are all up here. So you're going to click on Dimension, and then we're just going to manually add these. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see a little bit closer what we need to do. So let's add in the height dimensions first. So I'm going to base everything off this bottom point. So I'm going to click the bottom point. And then our first dimension is going to be to the center point of this hole. So click the center point, drag that over, and then just click to place it. It's fine that the one is a little bit out from that. And then the only other dimension we need for the height here is the overall. So we're going to click the point, and then just drag that away a little bit. I wouldn't put it right there because that makes it look like it's 12.5. Maybe just right there so it's a little bit separated. All right, and then let's add our width dimensions. And really all we need is this to the center point, 1.5. Then we need our overall here as well, 3.5. And then up in our top view, let's go ahead and add this dimension from this edge to the center point. That is 3/4 or 0.75. And then we're also going to add in this dimension to the center point, 0.5 or 1/2. All right, we'll go ahead and add in the overall. The depth is 1. And then we have just two more dimensions that we need to do, which is the size of the holes. Okay, so what we're going to do is just click on the outline of the circles or the holes, and then just drag that to where you want to place it. I'm going to place that one there. And then this one, I'm just going to place right here. Okay, and that is all the dimensions that you need for this part. Again, make sure you click Save. It should automatically save it what you need to. As long as you name this part 1, it should just put part 1 and it should put drawing after that. And then you can just click Save and be done with this part. And then again, just repeat this for parts 2 and 3. Also make separate drawings for those as well.